Hello and welcome to Shattered Moments. Today we're here by Georg from Serenity. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you very much.
Good.
Great.
Awesome.
Did an interview now with you?
Yes. Good fun.
Yeah, fucking great, man.
Cider has just been delivered, so that's fine.
We got the most important thing ever.
Perfect. This interview is going to be incredible.
Here you are, man.
Thank you very much. Definitely check out this band purely because they give me alcohol, if for no other reason.
You want one as well? I'm quite sure. Yeah.
A band that offers the interviewer
Go
a drink. Perfect. So, how was the tour been so far?
Oh, shit.
Tour is great so far. We're playing really good venues, and all the venues are packed, and we really have a lot of fun in the bus and the nightliner, and that's the most important thing, you know, because when you're doing that, and I mean, this is no secret that nearly nobody of us is able to live out from music so far. So if you really take all your vacation you can get from normal work, then at least it has to be fun.
Yeah.
And that's really the case here with this tour package. And also the fans like it very much, you know, this combination, because we have more this melodic power metal, which belongs to Serenity, let's say, and we have this gothic symphonic metal, like Sandra are doing, and also this somehow space metal, which space metal,
I love that.
which is Jaded Stars cup of tea. So yeah,
awesome.
A good package, I guess.
Good mix of stars. So you've just released your new album, Codex Atlanticus, which is fucking amazing.
Thank you very much.
Say that right
Thanks a
now.
lot. Really appreciate it.
Do you think the sound is kind of just an extension of what you've done before, or is it something completely different? Or
it's not completely different. It's still Serenity. I guess the big difference now, in comparison to War of Ages, is the fact that due to that, Tom, our former guitar player, left the band or had to leave the band, sadly, because of his family and so on. You know, with two small kids, it was not possible anymore. It was mainly me writing the songs together with our producer, and this time I really did exactly what I wanted to do, you know, very catchy stuff, very influenced by bands like Queen, by bands like Toto, Meatloaf, all this 80s stuff, you know, and I guess that's really the big difference to War of Ages. War of Ages was a bit more complex, and this one now is more catchier, and yeah, I really love it. To be honest.
No, as I said, I do too. I think the influences from kind of Queen, Toto, and that it really comes across on the album.
I guess so.
Are those your kind of main influences, or is there anyone in power metal, symphonic metal that's also had?
I mean, for sure, there are bands we all love.
Yeah.
For example, we all love Symphony X, which is really a fucking great band. Because, you know, in comparison to other prog stuff like Dream Theater, for example, you know, they are able to do really complex music, but within catchy songs. And this is what I really adore. And I mean, for sure, there are other big bands in the genre we really love, like for me personally, also Camelot is a big influence, and also Nightwish stuff, or in this kind of style.
Yeah. I was going to say, I mean, Camelot, you guys kind of remind me a lot of Camelot
For sure.
In a few different ways.
For sure.
I think quite a lot of people as well would have maybe got into Camelot first and then kind of expanded their like kind of what else bands are there.
True.
And you guys really fit that.
I mean, we're also playing with these historical themes all the time, like Camelot are doing, and I mean, stylistically wise, it's there are some let's say some spots really comparable to Camelot, but I think we're more catchier than Camelot are. You know, we're more this,
got a lot more
more hooks, more melodies, and I think this is the only real big difference.
Like Camelot, but catchier. So, what was the recording process like for the new album? Was it kind of
pain in the ass?
Pain in the ass.
No,
that's the answer most of the time.
Just kidding. It's always the same. First, you always think, there's a lot of time. You know, there's a lot of time to this deadline. Because normally you have a deadline because of, for example, like we had now a deadline because of the tour. The tour was booked, And so everybody knew within the band, okay, we have to have a new album out, because otherwise it doesn't make sense to tour. And so for sure, it really was stressy, very stressy. But yeah, in the end we made it together with Jan, our long-term producer. He worked with us since our first demo record.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's also playing keyboards in the band Sirius Black. Do you know them?
I don't personally.
Okay, but the name perhaps. Okay, the name perhaps. Yeah. It's also a bit like this melodic power metal.
Okay.
And he helped me a lot, and so we were able to write, record, mix, mastering, everything included. We were to do it within 2.5 months.
Okay. Quite a quick turnaround.
Yeah.
For a whole album.
We had to. We had to, because we toured a lot with War of Ages. We did headlining tours, 2 headlining tours. We did some support shows for Delane. We did support shows for Within Temptation, and so we were on the road all the time. Some festivals, Masters of Rock and Metal Fest Czech Republic, and Out and Loud Festival in Germany, and so on. So, yeah. At the end, there was not that much time left to bring out the new record, but it worked, and I guess, you know, in my opinion, even it was better this way. Because if you don't have that much time, you have to record what comes in your mind first.
Yeah.
Because you don't have the time to rework and rework and rework and rework. And I guess this is a very positive fact now on Codex Atlanticus.
Yeah. Kind of moving on from that, well, continuing that, I guess. What are your favourite songs off the new record, if you could pick any? Kind of like picking a favourite child, I guess. But
okay. yeah. I have some. I mean, the opening track, "Follow Me," for me is quite a really catchy, straight in your face song, which I really like. It's also the opening track of our live show.
Okay.
Then to be honest, my favorite song on the record is called "Perfect Woman." Although it's quite kitschy and cheesy somehow, but there are a lot of influences of Queen in there, and
I think anyone that listens to it,
love Queen. I really so love Queen, and that's the reason why this song is my favorite song. I guess. Yeah.
I think anyone listening to that song as well will notice.
Yeah.
There's clear. It's not kind of.
I get a sensation that my creation. This is exactly.
You can't not kind of tap your foot to it.
Yeah. This could be Freddie, Roger, and Brian doing this all together on stage. So.
It's brilliant. So, going to move on to a bit more silly questions now, I guess.
Oh.
Which I have a feeling you're going to like.
Just a second.
So, would you rather a monkey butler or a penguin butler? And why? So we had to have a little servant, monkey or penguin?
Monkey.
Monkey?
Yeah. Just look at my arm here. I'm the proof that we all have
no monkey.
Exactly.
But the penguin comes dressed for the occasion. It's already got kind of.
This is true. But you know, monkeys are more intelligent.
That's true.
So that's the
It
reason.
wouldn't mix your drink up. So I guess that's a positive.
True.
So you talked about your love of Queen. So
Yeah.
maybe they'll come into this. If you could listen to.
I love Elizabeth II.
I like that answer. If you could only listen to kind of 2 albums for the rest of your life by any band, any artist, what albums would they be? If you could narrow it down to 2. Most people can't narrow it down to kind of that few.
2 albums. Let me think for a sec. First album would be Underworld by Queen. Second album would be something different, but it was my favorite album for years. Symphony of Enchanted Lands by Rhapsody.
Nice
For
choice.
the second album from them, because this was mainly the album I got into the scene again. Because I mean, I've been. This is disturbing, right?
Yeah. We should be fine.
Yeah. I've been a metal fan since I'm 6 years old or something like that, because I have an older sister, 12 years older than me, and she gave me as a gift for my 6th birthday, Seventh Son of a Seventh Son by Iron Maiden.
Your sister is awesome.
Yeah, my sister's fucking
That's
great.
brilliant.
All the best to my sister, by the way. And you know, at the time I had no clue what's metal exactly, because for 6 years, you know.
Yeah.
But if the older sister is listening to this stuff, it's cool for the older brother as well, for the younger brother as well. So I got into this metal scene with 6 years, and then I had all the stuff within my CD player. Oh, not CD, no, cassette. Yeah, for sure. Like Iron Maiden, Exact, Scorpions, and all this stuff. Queen, and
Proper
then
old school.
exactly, and then you know, end of the '90s. Rhapsody showed up, and Hammerfall, and Stratovarius, and so on, and I got into this kind of metal, very hard, and that's also the reason why we founded Serenity. Why we said, okay, we have to do music like this.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, I love
So that's
pretty much every band you mentioned there. I'm
so
a fan of as
that's the
well,
reason
so-
why I would mention the second album of Rhapsody, because it was the really moment.
Awesome. So, for any bands kind of, you know, just trying to get where you guys are, I guess, and then further, which up-and-coming bands would you recommend that people check out if they're a fan of yours or not? I mean, what bands should they listen to that maybe don't have as much publicity as they should have?
I mean, I don't know how big they are exactly, but for example, there's a Norwegian band called Circus Maximus. They are really fucking great musicians. Sadly, we have never played with them, but we're in contact now and perhaps sort something out.
Okay.
So they are really, really great musicians. The singer has a fucking great voice. I hate him for that.
Are they similar kind of style to you guys, or
it's
something
a bit more proggy stuff, a bit more
Okay.
proggy, but very catchy as well. And,
Yeah.
really cool stuff. Really cool stuff.
Okay.
And another smaller band, which I could really recommend, is a Tyrolean band. They're quite living next to our rehearsal room, let's say.
Yeah.
They're called Midriff.
Okay.
Just check out www.midriff.at, and they're doing more this Alter Bridge style.
Oh, nice. Okay.
3 people,
Yeah.
and the drummer is singing. And they already were touring in 2014 together with us as an opener, and they really kick ass. I mean, it's not completely my cup of tea musical-wise.
Yeah.
I don't listen to all the Bridge and this stuff regularly, but live, this is something, you know, you're in the audience standing there, and then you have all the time to do it.
Yeah. Headbang. Real
Headbanging,
metal,
and you leave the concert with a big smile.
Okay.
And
What more can you want?
That's
Absolutely
really
perfect.
fucking great, yeah.
Yeah. So, if you have one for us that you can share, the dirtiest tour story. Either something that you've done, or you can drop another member of the band in it. Whatever springs to mind as being memorable.
So, just one question before that. All the people who are watching that are older than 18 years?
If you're under 18,
Please,
turn the video off
exactly.
now we can carry on. There we go.
Now, I mean, you know, we had really funny stories on tour, and we really have had bad stories on tour. Bad stories, for example, would be that we checked in an apartment for one night, and the whole apartment was packed with stuff, so we even didn't have a space to sleep. Everything was completely so dirty and fucked up that we left in the same night and drove back 1,200 kilometers, although, you know, without sleep, with anything.
Yeah.
Or also bad stories, you know, we had to drive from Granada in the south of Spain to Berlin within 48 hours with a mobile home. And, you know, after 3 weeks in a mobile home, 6 dirty guys spending 3 weeks in a mobile home.
I think
First of all,
I can smell it from here. Yeah.
I mean, we had stories like, for example, our keyboard player at the time, you know, right in front of the tour, before the tour, he broke his finger.
Right.
So he had to wear a, what is it called? Jock? No, not jock.
Like a cast.
A cast, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He had a cast as a keyboard player. It's a pain in the ass, you know that,
Say,
because only these 3 fingers were free,
These two were in the cast, you know, and he was playing like a monk. You know? And when we played in Munich, the same guy fell off stage.
Oh dear.
Yeah, 1.5 meter down, and he hurt his left hand completely.
Right.
So the next concert he had to play here into a what is it called again? You know,
we cut the cast.
Yeah, also cast. Here a cast as well. So he was playing like with the nose and everything.
I'm kind of suffering for your art.
Yeah,
that's a bit too much. Sure.
Yeah, that's really too much. And the funniest thing was, you know, when he wanted to enter his bunk in the nightliner, you know, he was so. How should I do it now? So he was rocking in there like this, and I was oh fuck, pain, oh fuck. Yeah, this is.
You guys should have videoed that and released it.
Yeah, true.
With one of your singles.
True.
Right, so back onto non-injury ground now.
Yeah.
What's next for Serenity? Obviously you've just released a new album. Any new songs?
Oh.
Or?
No, we just released a new album now. Then after this tour, we're going on a tour with Powerwolf.
Nice.
And after the tour with Powerwolf, which will be 2.5 weeks, we will go on tour one more time together with our long-term friends of Camelot.
Awesome.
So,
great.
Yeah, many live shows to do, and in summer we're gonna play some festivals. Sadly, no festival in the UK so far. That sucks a bit, but
so you got to get something download.
Yeah, hopefully. And in autumn, we will hit the road again, doing some headline shows, and we have to release a new album then beginning of 2017.
Nice. Well, we'll definitely review that as well. Probably get a good review.
Hopefully. Otherwise, I'm gonna hit you.
If I die like in the next year,
it was me. It was me.
I'm gonna point out my fiance is videoing this, and she's the one egging him on. Says something about Arnold. Anyway, so last question. 3 words to sum up the band. What 3 words would they be? For anyone unfamiliar with Serenity, you have to sell yourselves in 3 words.
Bombastic, symphonic, catchy.
Bombastic, symphonic, catchy. That's why you need to check out Serenity. Thank you very much, Georg. It's been an absolute pleasure to interview you.
Thank you.
Check out Serenity on Facebook, Twitter. Links will be below in this video. That's your lot. Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers.